Your build is bad, and you should feel bad. You're like, I got to diamond, and then I hit a wall. Because, so think about how he attacked you with a drone, and your plan went to shit. It looks like you have a one base all in. Imagine if you got attacked with a one base all in, how much of a dumpster fire it would be. So the fact that you were attacking players with a relatively competent set of units in the first 5 minutes of the game is why you got to diamond. But at some point, players will grow a second brain cell and be like, wait a second, if you attack me with everything on one base, all I have to do is not die in order to win the game. And that's why you've hit a hard wall. It's essentially like you were born on third base. Not born on... Well, you were born on third base and you think you're going to get a home run. Or think you hit a home run, rather, when you win a game. But with this build, it will get you far. But at some point, players will realize, you don't have jack shit. Uh-oh. Anything attacked me and I can't use hotkeys. Why is there 400 gas? We already explained this. It's so he can pay off his dental debt. God, does anybody listen? Alright. Away we go. You technically spent your money by queuing up units, but so it looks like the Zerg player learned the power of queens. A lot of Zerg players would make 40 lings and then hope for the best. This is why you hit a wall, because players make good units now.
Are under attack.
Like, this, the coaching is gone. The coaching part is gone because this is obviously a player. This is the failing upwards. Like, we've seen a few times recently an angry coach. They're like, no, I've got a great build. I just need some adjustments. And those are the players that get to diamond because they don't realize how terrible they are. That is the mental strength of being ignorant. Is strong. Like, it helps. To an extent. At some point, you do hit that wall. But it will get you far. When you don't realize how bad you are, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy to an extent. So, congratulations on that. Like, you got two barracks with no add-ons at all. That's like using light mode on Twitch. It's like, well, it works for me. It's like, but you're objectively a terrible person. Whatever. Like, this looks like a campaign mission. It looks like before this game, you had like 3 achievements you wanted to unlock, which were 1, victory without building any add-ons on barracks. 2, always having at least 300 gas in the bank. And 3, making sure to have less than 2 units with the upgrade you're looking to use on them. It's like, well, I'm trying to 100% the fucking Starcraft ladder now. Wow, what a save.
What a save!
Mineral field depleted.
We've got a whole lot of nothing, is the summary here. We're gonna go Battle Cruiser Ranged Liberator with 2 barracks and
SCV ready.
Well, we'll see. He said, quote unquote, it's the best damn game of Starcraft.
Upgrade
So
complete. Add-on complete.
I'm sure there's another hour or so of game. I'm not gonna look at the time. I don't think now is the time to look at the time. Ah, yes, we're skipping straight to the Bronze League Heroes portion, which is when we get the big capital ships and robots. Because to quote the Banana Lands team, the Thor's fantasy. The fantasy of the Thor is that players with 12 APM and IQ can use it and still win games in the Meta Leagues. That's the fucking fantasy. So congratulations on picking the correct unit. The fantasy of the Thor. Okay.
Mineral field depleted.
You're literally building the Bronze League Heroes units. All you need now is to get an engineering bay, so that way you can raise your TPM and get Neo Steel armor. You got 1674 in the bank. You don't even have that many workers. 1,674 minerals is about 40 seconds of mining. You're only making 2k minerals a minute right now. So
Thor is here. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
wait, are we going barracks now?
Additional supply depots.
Ah, yes, we're gonna go the classic Sky Terran into bio transition.
Our SCV is under attack. Additional supply
Oh fuck, is that 20 mutas?
required.
How did he get all that within 10.5 minutes of the game?
Additional
What a
supply
crazy
depots
guy.
required. Additional supply. Mineral. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Gotta get that fusion core.
SCV ready.
Gotta back it up.
SCV ready.
So far what we found is you're both advanced platinum players, or gold players. The Zerg player is kind of going through the bingo card of units, trying to figure out which one's gonna stick. Whereas, you're kind of doing the same thing. So we're about even on this. Neither player has committed to just building a lot of units. They're kind of going around the table and trying things out.
Mineral field depleted.
Liberation is at hand.
SCV ready.
Mineral field.
Also, upgrades are overrated. Did you just tactical jump? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Would it have taken less time to just fly over there rather than tactical jump? Because it's a solid 4 seconds. Like, in 4 seconds, I feel like the battle cruisers could have gotten to where you sent the battle cruisers. Like, I'm pretty confident this was actually slower than just flying the fucking battle cruisers over there. As well as, of course, putting tactical jump on cooldown. That's a relatively important point.
Additional supply depots
Alright,
required.
alright. You know what we're missing, though? Is, like, some ghosts and cyclones to mix in.
Additional
We
supply.
just need a little flavor in here on the bingo card.
Additional supply depots. Our SCVs are under
Oh my god. Imagine if there was a way to have units go to imagine if there was a way to have units in 2 different locations at the same time. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know what kind of system you. And I quote, best game of Starcraft ever. It's gonna lose all his infestors. The Zerg player has enough money to buy most third world countries, but instead he's decided to buy defeat. Oh, 20 infestors. The first 7 didn't work out. We're gonna go with 20 more.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, Jesus.
Base is under attack.
It's like a competition of who can throw the game harder. The thing about Thor Battlecruiser is it's very hard to actually fuck up. It is kind of a almost a literally too big to fail composition. You get enough Thors and Battlecruisers, the obligation is on the Zerg player to figure out how to deal with that. And Zerg players have never, unfortunately, most Zerg players have never uncovered the Broodlord DLC, which means they cannot counter ground units ever. I rarely feel the need to just stop and do this live, but this has inspired me. This has inspired me, and now it has to be added. So thank you for inspiring me. We've gotten inspiration from this game.
Oh, you are now in my service.
You're the best, my friend.
I try. Gotta make sure we have appropriate things on hand here.
Just as I deserve.
Be angry with me. Did
Be
you
angry
ask?
with me.
Did you hear the part where I'm like, this is the only one? I am angry. Apparently not. It's like, no, but you're doing one right now. What? Okay, and there's one more. There's one more we gotta add. Now that we're on this issue. Alright.
Upgrade complete.
So what I'm trying to say with your tactical jumps. That's the summary. Also just the entire game.
Add-on complete.
Alright, we're gonna look at the time now. I think this is a good... Jimmy! If this game is more than 10 more minutes, I will not be surprised, but I will be disappointed. 5 more minutes. I'm still waiting for the best game of StarCraft
Yes,
ever
Geyser
part.
exhausted.
I'm excited for that. I've seen nothing of the sort. I've just seen a very mediocre diamond game. Kind of par from the course. For the course, rather. But I'm waiting for that best game of StarCraft ever part.
Assimilation complete.
Alright, so we're gonna A-move and hope the infestors don't kill everything. Alright, it's looking like the infestors doing a pretty good job thus far. If you like to Shadow Mine.
It's a beautiful
We're just kind of A-moving and hoping. Looks like it's going pretty well. A-moving continues. Zerg player finally figured out what corruptors were, but cores are good. Whole lot of micro. That was a joke. Obviously no micro.
Ready. Go, go, go.
Okay. There goes that base. Not building any units. I guess we're going bio now.
Add-on.
Doo-doo.
Base is under attack.
Are we dead? Is it over? We stopped building the good units and started building the units that die into fungals.
Upgrade.
And now the game is over. Right? So that just looked like you had no plan and no commitment to going for good units. And also no idea of when to add production. So when does that game get good? Fungals aren't fair, nerf that. Okay, here's the deal. We'll nerf fungals as soon as you learn to use a control group. For Diamond 3, by the way, that's gonna be D+, as in I would have believed you were gold. That looked like a gold build order. But congratulations on failing upwards.